that to get the best possible price, because Mbeumo doesn't want to go anywhere else. We know that Brentford want a deal worth around £65 million. They want to eclipse at least what United paid to get Matheus Cunha from Wolves, and currently the deal that United are offering doesn't guarantee them at least £62.5 million. It does feel like we're really, really close now, but United don't want to be seen to overpay for players, and United aren't in a situation where they can overpay for players because of their league position last season, because of the fact they're not in Europe next season, means the revenue isn't quite what it was, and it means they do need to look after the pennies, because every million is going to count for Manchester United.
They've been linked with Gyökeres from Sporting. Would he be the answer for them?
I think he could be. I think he's probably one of the best I've seen since Didier Drogba in terms of leading the line as a lone striker. It's such a difficult role. It's really changed over the last...
Though, because he's never played in the Premier League, that it might not be the place for him.
No, I don't think so. I think he's played in England. The Championship is no easy league to play in, and the requirements physically for that league that you've got to go through. So I don't, and I think the development and how quickly he's developing, and more probably still to come, I don't see why you wouldn't just look at him. And I'm surprised there's not more clubs that are clamouring to get his signature, because I think he's only going to get better.
Mesh and Michael are with me. Dams, let's start at Manchester United. Tell us about this exodus.
Yeah, this is quite big news, actually. All of these players that you can see behind us: Marcus Rashford, Jadon Sancho, Alejandro Garnacho, Anthony, Tyrell Malacia, have all informed, we understand, Manchester United that they want to leave the club. Now, as a result, Manchester United have actually delayed their return date to pre-season. The rest of the squad are expected back on Monday, on Monday, July the 7th, to return to pre-season, but all 5 of these players have been granted a delay so that they can try and sort out a solution for their future. If their futures are not resolved in that period, then they will return to Carrington, to the Manchester United training ground. Not necessarily, it should be said, to reintegrate themselves into the first team squad, though we can't rule that out, but it is to use the facilities and use the medical facilities and any remote facilities that they have, that all the squad would be able to enjoy anyway. But as it stands, those 5 players, Rashford, Sancho, Garnacho, Anthony, Malacia, have all made it clear to Manchester United of their wish and their desire to leave Old Trafford.
And the interesting one as well, you know when your futures might be not at the club you're at, is when your number is taken away. What we also found out this afternoon, Matheus Cunha
to go to Barcelona. Rashford wants Champions League football next season. Whether he were to get that move to Barcelona, we know that they've got a few financial issues when they try and get deals over the line. That's another matter. But as far as if he had his wish, he would like to go to Barcelona for next season.
And would United take another loan deal, do you think?
Look, the ideal scenario for all 5 of these players is for Manchester United to get permanent deals done for them, because the way we're looking at their window at the moment is that they had a budget to bring in the likes of Matheus Cunha, and I'm sure Michael will talk about Bryan Mbeumo in a moment. Thereafter, they do still want to strengthen that squad, but it's felt that to really go big again in the transfer window, they would need to make sales. We do know that it's much publicised, the financial issues that Manchester United have got. If they were to sell all 5 of these players...
The sagas of the summer so far, hasn't it? Manchester United remain hopeful of concluding a deal for Bryan Mbeumo following the Brentford sporting director's comments yesterday. Phil Giles said